Hi, welcome to Qlikview, part 41 of this video series. In this session, we'll see how to use AGGR and rank functions individually. So the AGGR function will return a set of values based on the dimension which is specified as a second parameter in the function itself. So it is being used as the complex aggregation function so far in Qlikview, and the USP is also calculating the multi-dimensional dependent uh, aggregations using this function. And here you can see the syntax, which has two parameters. One is expression and the one is a dimension. So you can specify as many dimensions as you need, and the expression may consist of distinct, non-distinct, or it may have any kind of aggregation functions, not limited to some, and you can also use set expression in within the expression which you're going to specify as first parameter in AGGR, and it includes the following examples. You can specify sum of sales by country, by region, like that. And let's quickly jump into Qlikview and then we'll see how it works in real time with some data. So here I have loaded some information regarding the sales information, which we have the data at state level by company. So it's a car sales information by company, by city, by state, by country. So here what I'm going to do is I'll be um, listing the maximum sales of uh, country by country and company. So let's create a chart. So I'll be selecting the strike table. So let's select country. Then I'll not be including the company out here. Next, let's do sum of sales, sum of units sold. So units sold is the measure in my case, and I don't want the totals. Then finish. So now we are getting total sales of, I mean, for each and every country. Now I want maximum sales value in each country. So how can we do that? So let's take a copy of it, and I'll add in the one more dimension. So the dimension is company out here because we want maximum sales by country and by company. So now sort it. So here, when first country and then company. So here you can see the Australia, it has a two companies are selling the cars, and the 240 is two is highest. So how to highlight this one? So the simple method is just use AGGR. So how we are going to use AGGR? So AGGR of sum of units sold, and by which dimensions we will be doing the sum of units sold. So we'll be doing by country and then by company. So now what this ACGR function will do is it will create a table similar to this table, and the table which is being created by ACGR is not visible for not visible in the front end. So it will create a virtual table in the back end like this. Now once this is being listed, or once this table is being created, now what we have to do, we just have to extract maximum value. So simple, put max in here. So now, so how it is going to be evaluated? First it will create the table and then extract maximum value from each combination. Now apply. Okay, so let's see here. Suppose if I select Australia out here, now you can see 240 is highest. Let's go and select France. Their 444 is the highest selling value in that particular country by company. Here you can see GMC is selling a lot, 444 units in France, and that is only the highest value which we have in the country with the company combination. Right, this is how you can use the aggregate functions. And suppose if just for testing purpose, if you want to check whether your aggregate function is working fine or not, so you can use a text object the same kind of expression. Let's copy the expression from here. Okay, so just to see the virtual table results. Okay, so then just create a text object. I'll be creating a text object. Okay, so I'll not be using the max function here. I'll use just concatenate. So you are aware, like concatenate will be adding the concatenating the values of the resultant expression which is inside the concatenate. So here my separator for the values is comma. Okay, so then apply. Okay, now you can see the, so this means like the aggr function is returning these values, means it is creating a virtual table in the backend, and it is utilizing the dimensions properly. So let's select one of the value here. I'll select Italy. So Italy has only 145. Let's select France. It has these many. Okay, so if I do a max from these values, obviously we'll get 444, right? Means the aggr function is returning the virtual table values or virtual table measure values, so in a proper manner. So this is how you can quickly test your aggr function. Okay, so there is nothing much to worry about aggr. So people will feel difficult about it, but this is the most easiest one to implement in Qlikview if you are aware of the aggr properly. You can also nest the aggr function as well. So let's try it. Then we will discuss the nesting of aggr function in upcoming sessions. So now let's quickly jump into the rank function. So the rank function is usually used to pick the highest valued or highest value based on the sorting order. Okay, so there are two functions, vRank and hRank. vRank is also called as a rank. So v is nothing but vertical and h is nothing but horizontal. So where we can use vRank and where we can use hRank. So hRank is only useful if you are using rank in a pivot table, but vRank and rank are useful in most of the other objects except the I would say pivot table. Okay, so here if you see the syntax, rank function um, expects at least one parameter, that is the expression, so which will be resultant of value. So the rank function will take the entire column values into consideration, and then it will sort and then add the rank to it. Okay, so and so the mode may be, there are mode and format. So there are four modes: 0, 1, 2. In fact, five modes: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the formats are 3, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so the recommended mode is 4 and the recommended format is 2. Okay, so let's quickly jump into the Qlikview and then we'll see the actual working. Okay, now we have the sum of units sold here in this table. Now let's do one thing. Let's add the rank here. So go to the expression. So add one more. I'll put rank. So rank of, for what you need to find the rank for sum of sales. Sorry, sum of units sold. So that's then okay. Apply, apply. There you can see, and assume if any of the company has, any of two companies has a similar name, then it will give you the same rank based on the mode and format which you have said earlier. Okay, so this is how the rank function will work. You may use the mode and formats like this. So mode I prefer 4 and the format 2, then apply. You would see the results are the same. Okay, so let's see how it is working. Yeah, everything is coming fine. Okay, so this is how rank and aggr functions will work in Qlikview. Let's explore around the rank function with the combination of sum, count, max, or with no distinct and everything, and then see. So aggr function will function will work perfectly with the first order value kind of uh, dimension listing functions as well. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe.